Whoa, 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 whoa. Today, we will be reacting to episode 9 and 10 of Samurai Champloo. What was that guy's name with the freaking pompadour? Remember that? Gene.
His name wasn't Gene.
Well, no.
But I forgot his name.
He had the beatboxing henchman.
Yeah. And he had the wife and the kids.
And the wife and the kids.
Yeah.
The only reason I bring it up is because I already sneaked a peek at the title of episode 9. It's called Beatbox Bandits.
They might be talking about the alcohol.
Oh, beatbox?
That's what I call me and my homegirls when we go out.
You call
the beatbox bandits.
Because you guys
we guzzle down beatboxes.
Oh, I thought it was because you guys like go to the club and beat up boxes.
Define what that means.
I thought a box was like a term for like, you know what I mean? Or like because you steal them. You steal them from people. You take them.
Pause. That was...
You said it!
I brought it to somewhere and you had to make it crazier.
Maybe that's what this episode is about.
I'm flabbergasted right now.
I'm excited to jump in.
I'm excited as well.
To get back into it. We weren't over the moon about one of the episodes we watched. And then we really did enjoy the next one. So I hope that episode 9 and 10 are more in line with that last one. The Gene. I mean, with a title like this, I feel like we're in for a freaking treat. So let's just get into it with our first reaction. Our reaction to episode 9, Beatbox Bandits, Samurai Champloo.
Whoa, I was actually really good.
That's good?
Yeah.
If you'd like to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored version of these reactions and all of our previous reactions, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/volume1pod, or you can even click join somewhere next to the subscribe button on this video to become a YouTube member. We are episodes ahead for our members, and you can even check out our Patreon for free for the first 7 days to see if you like it, to see if it's right for you. But with that out of the way, on to the reaction.
Mr. Yamane. So this is where you've been hiding then, huh? I can't believe this will be Yamane the Ogre's last day. We're gonna miss you.
I'll just be another old man tomorrow. Guess the rest of my days...
Another old man with a big-ass forehead.
Leaving behind quite a legacy, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the 30 years that you've been here, you haven't let a single person slip through that checkpoint, have you?
Now go on and get back to your post before I get...
That's the scary look.
I've gone from a young soldier to an old man in the 30 years I've spent guarding the Hakone checkpoint. At what's known as the toughest border crossing around, there was one day when things went awry. I still remember as if it were yesterday. It's the only instance that was not recorded in my logbook. On that one day, everyone was allowed to come and go through here as they pleased. Thieves and criminals alike.
The Purge.
People shouted at the top of their lungs, beat drums and danced. That day was over 30 years ago.
They got freaky 30 years ago on that one day.
You never heard of a travel permit?
I'm surprised you got into Edo without one.
They won't let you through the checkpoint without a travel permit. You have one, right, Gene?
I did, of course, but
But?
I lost it.
Losers.
Hey, don't sweat it. If they stop us at the checkpoint, we'll just take them all out.
The punishment for breaking a checkpoint is death.
What do we do then?
Hey there, friends. If you're looking for travel permits, I got them right here. That's right. If it's travel
Scalpers.
permits you need, get them right here.
You've got permits? You mean for the checkpoint?
That's right.
Really?
And if you buy them right now, I'll throw in these good luck charms.
That is a deal. That's a fucking steal.
Arrest them!
Bro, you're telling me you can't forge something back in
Well,
in
that's
those
what
days?
they tried to do.
Man, we got permits.
These documents here are blatant forgeries.
That scalper is so going down.
Take them away!
But I just think it'd be easier, because they don't have like, the technology we have now.
Time that I ever laid eyes on them. I was just a lowly footman back then, still wet behind the ears as a government official. I remember that look in his eyes. He was like a stray dog that had long ago broken his leash.
Whoa!
All of your clothes have to come off.
Do we have to do this? Isn't being arrested bad enough? You think you can just...
In addition to a strip search, we could also perform a more detailed inspection.
She stays getting undressed. Let her
When
keep
you
her
get
damn
a
kimono
moment, Take a
on.
look over there at the new company you'll be keeping.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
The top official here at the checkpoint. He's your textbook government lapdog, totally rotten to the core.
That was cold, dude.
With that attitude, I'm gonna have a hard time wanting to play nice and pretend I didn't see you. What? You kidding me?
Once in a while, this happens. Someone we've caught sneaking through will end up having a criminal record. If it was a violent crime, we're not supposed to execute him, but instead escort him back to the place that issued the warrant. That's why we're always supposed to do a thorough background check before we publicly execute anyone. But my boss, he enjoys killing people far too much to be bothered by something as trivial as that.
Crucifying people.
Bingo.
He enjoys
we
crucifying.
killed this guy already. Now what the hell am I gonna do, huh? Man, this really blows.
Excuse me, sir.
Whatever it is, you should ask me later, because I'm pissed off right now.
I've got an idea.
Huh? That's not bad. That could work. Bring me those two guys.
So you happen to be given some forgeries, and not knowing they were fakes, you tried to pass through the checkpoint. Public execution for this offense might be a little too drastic.
I just may be willing to spare your lives this time, but there is one small condition. I want this head delivered before the day is up.
You got
Done.
it? These two stay here as hostages. If you complete your task and make it back by sunset, and if I'm feeling generous, I just might let you three pass through the checkpoint.
You're totally clear on this. You're not confused by anything he just said.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Back before sundown, okay?
What's this stuff about Tengu
Bro,
mountains?
they look so crazy
I
from
know.
far away.
Test people too horrible to even look at. They're able to strike as fast as lightning. There's not a person alive who's seen them and lived to talk about it later. No one goes anywhere near that mountain these days. Not even postmen and foot soldiers will go.
You're sure you're clear on this?
Hey, what are you waiting for? Watch him. I don't want him taken off.
You don't think he would run away, do you?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Have you ever worn shoes like that before?
No.
I wonder how it feels. I want to try it.
Who the hell are you, buddy?
Oh, are you referring to me? I'm just out for a little jog today, trying to keep myself healthy.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
He kills him anyway.
Confuse me like that.
Being assigned to follow him wasn't part of my plan. I guess it goes to show that even stupid officials are smart enough to know when to cover their ass.
This time I know they're tailing me.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa. They look like fucking
All right, you Tengu bastards.
hollows and
Just try
shit. Those
and catch
fucking
me.
the Menos Grande and shit.
Whoa.
Oh.
He's lost a lot of them. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Does he even know where he's going?
Yeah, he's probably fucking lost.
Where am I?
Yeah, you called it. Called it.
You don't think that he got lost or anything, do you?
Bro, if I lived during these times, I would never make it anywhere, bro. I can barely make it anywhere with GPS.
That's
I'd
true.
be lost. I'd be in a constant state of lost.
The hell is this? That really hurt a lot.
Who are these fools? The beatbox bandits?
Maybe.
You don't think
And they're like the
he
freaking
can capture
Jabberwockies or
us
what?
too, do you?
He cannot keep up.
That was crazy.
Beatbox.
I don't understand. Add a little snare in there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Tengu. No, they're warrior priests. So that's who the Tengu really are. The warrior priests are relics of the past when there was famine and uprisings. Everyone thought that since we'd been at peace, they disappeared into the shadows of history.
There are two kinds of dogs that exist in this world. There are stray dogs and those who choose to be lapdogs, never knowing where the next meal will come from. Stray dogs wander alone in the rain in exchange for freedom. Lapdogs are kept on a short leash, and for one measly bone a day, content with defeat. Now tell me, what kind of dog are you? That's right. The only thing that is of interest to them is the path to achieve power and the ability to maintain it. And so, we refuse to recognize this government. We will pry this country out of the hands of those who have stained it through careful cultivation. The grass that we have planted in our fields has grown plentiful, and with this grass we will erase all hatred. But be warned! There are those who will try to stop our revolution. And to those people we will show no mercy. We have captured one of their lapdogs today. You don't look like one of the shogunate's pets, though. Who are you? What's the matter? You one of those spineless cowards who can't talk when he doesn't have a sword by his side?
I didn't understand a freaking word of that shit you're spewing.
Well, at least you've got some spunk, if nothing else.
But there's one thing that I do understand. I don't care how many damn dogs you got. It don't amount to jack if they ain't tough enough to bark when they're out alone.
Oh my god.
Well now,
Beat the shit out of
you're
him.
an interesting puppy, aren't you? Perhaps I'll do you a favor and provide you with a shortcut on your path to hell.
Oh.
All right, tomorrow, we're gonna have one hell of an execution with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, murder him.
We'll make sure that you get buried with that head tomorrow. So try to rest peacefully until then.
Everything in me says that I should run away. And yet, I can't define it.
Why was that necessary?
That guy. I can't get the stray dog out of my mind.
The way he did it is like he's done that a million times. Like a million
He
times.
didn't even think about it.
No, didn't even flinch.
Hey!
Oh my.
You don't think he's been caught and now he's wrapped up and bound in a straw mat, do you?
That's funny.
He's not even answering anything. He's just.
So do me a favor, will ya? Try to keep yourself out of trouble.
Haven't I seen you someplace?
Yeah, I'm an official from the Hakone checkpoint.
What the hell are you doing here?
I've been following you this whole time to make sure you didn't escape.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Who are these guys anyway?
I think they're warrior priests from another time.
I haven't seen one fucking beatboxing bandit this whole fucking episode.
Arms and fight for their people. But now that we're supposed to be at peace, nobody has much use for them anymore.
What a bunch of stupid morons.
Without a doubt.
Huh? You're pretty flexible there, ain't you?
What is this guy?
I don't know. He's an alien. He's an alien.
He just dislocated his shoulders.
Every bone in his body, it sounded like.
Huh?
He's Harry Houdini.
Hey.
Oh, resourceful.
Yeah, this guy is.
Sorry, but it'll be your head or ours. None, my da.
Fire! Fire! We're gonna be burned alive!
Oh, he put his head in it. That's smart. That's cool. Nice. That was smart.
What's going on?
There's a fire in the storage room! If we don't do something quick, it's gonna spread!
What? Guess the idea of waiting for tomorrow didn't sit well with you. We'll reschedule the execution and kill you both now.
Yo, hit the deck.
Okay, Mugen. I thought he was gonna fucking slash his heel, his ankle.
The fields, our crops, our revolution! You bastards! Take a look at what's happening to our grass. Do you realize what you've done?
Kill this fool.
Our holy grass has
Oh, it's fucking marijuana? Like what? Because it's burning?
Oh. Holy shit.
That's not what weed does.
That's not what weed does at all. Holy grass.
Fucking DMT.
For real.
Sunset will be over any moment.
So he ran away.
He wouldn't do that. Hey, just wait a little bit. Maybe he's just over the horizon, right?
Know what I think? I think it's time for you to say your prayers.
Look! Someone's coming!
Oh.
Mugen. I knew it.
But boss.
But boss. His little arms.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck? Oh, this guy.
Oh, are you referring to me? I'm just out for a little jog today, trying to keep myself
This guy's
healthy.
just trying to live his best
He's been
life.
jogging for hours.
What the fuck?
So, without further ado, it's execution time.
Aw, come
Oh my
If you come
God.
back to haunt someone, you may want to consider haunting your friend.
Oh, they're gonna get stoned too. See, that's
Oh my God.
poop. What? That's more like what weed does. Oh, yeah.
Let's
The gates
go.
of the checkpoint were thrown open, and everyone became equals, but just for that one night.
They had a fucking massive orgy. A massive orgy.
happened back there anyway?
We should be grateful that in the confusion we were able to cross the checkpoint.
Can you believe Mugen? Not only did he not come back by sundown, but it's morning and he still hasn't shown up.
He's just like
Yeah.
part
Look
of a
at them.
train.
Oh.
What a great party!
But all our work just went up in smoke!
It's all good, buddy. It's all good.
Ew. Jude's face was so nasty.
Now, what kind of drug do you think that was?
Everyone danced like they were caught in a trance. Then, like the morning mist, the whole affair vanished and was just as quickly forgotten. But I still remember that proud stray dog. And sometimes I wonder if he remembers too. Does he recall that summer of love? That night he ran and danced deep within that electric purple haze. Gotcha.
Does he or does he
mean,
not?
gotcha?
How did you get me? I was bamboozled. I was like, I've never been more bamboozled in my whole
Well, we
life.
couldn't get 2 beatbox episodes back to back.
I thought that was kind of interesting. I was like, we got Geraldine in the last episode. Are we going to get some beatboxing bandits in this one? There's a lot of beatboxing going on, but then I thought it's
Should have been
Samurai
called Purple
Champloo.
Haze.
It should have been called Purple Haze. What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what though? It was fun. It was a fun episode.
We got a little flashback
Yeah. Well, kinda.
because I don't know if that was the gotcha. I don't know if that actually happened.
I don't know what the gotcha was.
I don't know, but it was like 30 years ago from what we were seeing him talk. Like he was recalling the past.
Right.
So
Yeah. So yeah,
there was a time skip, and then we saw
I just
like,
don't like.
what we're seeing right now is in the past, not the current.
Yeah. I just don't like getting got and not knowing what got me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
gotcha. Like if someone came up to you and said gotcha, you go. Like I would start feeling my body.
check
I
to see
would
if I have my
start,
wallet on
yeah,
me.
looking
Call
around.
my
Like, are you gonna kill
mom.
me? Yeah, it's like, what did you get though? Like, how did you get
Yeah.
me? How did you gotcha me?
Yeah. And then and then if they said to be continued, I would be fucking terrified.
I'm scared. What do you
Um,
mean gotcha? Like, yeah.
It was fun though. It was fun. You know, it wasn't my favorite episode. It wasn't my least favorite episode. It was. I would say it was another fine episode. There were some funny parts about it. I like the weird quirks of the character that we saw. The
Yeah.
older version of.
Yeah, interesting. Like he came across as like this like kind of like underling. He said he's like wet behind the ears, just started the job. But you could tell obviously because in the beginning he's like well respected and he
Yeah,
has been there
yeah.
for 30 years. So that incident allowed him to like move up in rank and also like prove himself. Like he was
Yeah.
doing some crazy, he was planning crazy like moves, at the head and the fire. Like he was like 10 steps ahead. So yeah, it was just cool to see that character, really shine, I guess, and
Yeah.
become the man that he was when we first saw him.
And be something that we didn't expect him to be. We expected him to be kind of like a nerdy, kind of timid character, and he was, dislocating bones.
Right.
and
I
he
mean,
was-
we expected Mugen to be the hero. When
Yeah.
if he wasn't there, then Mugen
Yeah.
would have fucking died. Like Mugen, I mean, he would have maybe gotten it, gotten out in his own way, but I don't know. I mean, he was pretty stuck there for a while. He got his ass beat pretty badly.
I'll just say this too. Samurai Champloo is fucking gay, dude, and I love it.
Whoa.
I love it because this is the second episode. Where
No,
we're
I know.
getting- This is we're getting a whole ass orgy.
It wasn't an
happening.
orgy.
It was.
There might have been some orgy activity because that's what happens when people do drugs together. But it wasn't like all out orgy. There's people, dancing and having fun. But there's always an orgy section.
Oh, so you're saying the orgy's not the main event? It's just an event at the party.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
But it's gay and I love it, is my point. And that,
a lot of men on men love.
Men on men. Yeah. Samurai on samurai. Warrior on warrior. The way of the warrior. That's the way of the warrior right there. And I love that shit.
It's like, I love the way of the warrior.
Yeah. And that leads me to believe that you were really onto something episodes back.
I'm telling
episodes
you.
back in the hot spring. You were fucking onto something. And you just have an intuition.
I can just smell the gay on a show.
Yeah.
And I just know when that's going to appear. And I know that's going to be a big theme. And I would say I'm pretty good at predicting things. I'm pretty good at theorizing and looking at deeper themes. And I think that that's the theme here.
Yeah, that's the theme that goes the deepest, I would say. Yeah. Gets real deep with that theme. But I don't know really what else to say about the episode. Again, that character was cool. I like the format, like you said, of telling the story. Flashing back was cool. A solid Gene, Fu, Mugen romp. The jokes, there were some jokes throughout that were hitting. I think there are other episodes that were more consistently funny, but flashing back to Gene and Fu in the cage, commenting on exactly what was happening to Mugen was funny. The head was a great idea. It was a great plan from the glasses character. I just don't know what that fucking drug was. I never seen nothing like that.
It was like a weed, but I don't know if they could show weed, in the show.
Right.
So it was like a weed.
Because that man went to space. He had he was tripping hard. It was maybe salvia. I feel like it was maybe salvia that he was on right there, because it's also a plant. I've never partaken myself, but I've heard people describe their trips to me, and while they do only last a couple minutes,
it's scary.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Let us know your craziest salvia trip in the comments down below.
Or it's like cocaine leaves, because it was going on fire, like smoking crack.
Everybody's smoking crack. Everybody's cracked out.
I didn't know that's what cocaine. I didn't know they were the same thing. I didn't know that cocaine was just, if you smoke it, it's crack.
Well, there's a lot of, like the origin of it, and then there's the certain sort of.
I thought it was a different drug, but it's just using it differently.
Or it's like,
right?
How do you say it? It's more so isn't it more so how it's the form of it, how it's broken down, because you take things and you break it down a certain way. You might add a little bit of this thing, add a little bit of that thing, but its base, its core is this thing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I don't either. I'm not
I don't know.
I'm not a herbalist or
herbalist.
I'm not a drug dealer.
I'm not a drug guy.
I'm not a drug guy. I don't know.
Anyway, enough about crack. Let's get into the next episode.
You know what, Megan? Let's do that.
Because I feel like I'm on crack talking to you right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I typically, I think that's an experience that's common.
Yeah.
When people engage with me, I have been told it is like being on some sort of hallucinogen.
But bad trip. That's
like
what
a bad trip.
Yeah, not I'm so high. No, it's I want it to end.
Yeah. No.
Counting down the hours.
No, I get it. You're not the first. So let's jump into the next episode. Our reaction and discussion of episode 10, Lethal Lunacy.
Thank you. Come again.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Me too. I haven't ate all day. Oh no, I did. That was a lie. I lied. Gotcha.
And who might you be? You know who I am, don't you? I'm Munatada Tajima of the Foon Sekisai School.
Of course. Why do you think I chose you?
All right then. I could use a little after-dinner exercise. Let's go!
Oh, his eyes! That was crazy. That was...
How did he...
That was lethal lunacy.
How did he do it?
I don't know.
Jeez, I'm so hungry.
You know, I'm really sick and tired of hearing you say that.
Oh. I'm sorry, friend, but we don't even have enough money for a place to sleep. We don't have anything to give you for charity.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that.
That's awesome. Whoa.
You've come at a perfect time. We've been in a bind because we're so short on help. Now, once you finish scrubbing the floors, you'll be able to get started on polishing the Buddha. You'll be happy to do that, right?
Why don't I polish that pinhead of yours, you bald-ass son of a...
Hey, quick,
Damn.
the guy's feeding us and putting us up for free, so don't blow it, okay?
I almost forgot. There's firewood to chop and then these sliding doors, please.
Talk about scary. Nobody's safe anymore.
What's going on?
Do you mean to say you haven't heard?
There's been another street killing. That makes the third one this month.
But he's not killing just anyone. He only goes after skilled samurai.
That's right.
Are you guys listening to me?
Whoa.
I'm talking about 10 Ryo. With that kind of money, we could get to Nagasaki with no problem.
A street killer, huh? I have no interest in that.
This guy's some kind of badass.
Of course.
He's like, I want to fight now.
Yeah, he would.
It sounds like this guy's only selecting skilled samurai to kill.
Okay, then. I'm going out for a bit. See you later.
Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Whoa. Damn, he fucking put that whole shit down his throat.
Deep-throated that shit.
If you see the street killer, then obviously he's going to see you too.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder if we can find some clues or something.
You got any idea who the best swordsman around here is?
Huh? Who cares? What do you
See, you fucking be throwing that shit, you're gonna choke on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Hello?
He died.
What a way to go, though, you know? Like, I don't know.
Deep throating Dongo. Whoa, that guy looks cool.
Yeah, he does look cool. Is that the guy? That's not the guy. The other guy had
No.
like a little
What are you doing?
thinner mustache.
Hanging out.
What do you want?
Ain't you supposed to be that samurai whose name is Momoi?
Indeed, this is Master Momoi, instructor at the Genso Academy.
Want to be my disciple?
Damn,
Hey, don't
hey.
flatter yourself, big guy.
Trying to cut some
it's the street
corners.
killer.
Hold it! You're the street
Right
killer.
there.
You've got guts showing your face around here.
He
No
did
one
say
was
that.
moving.
You got it all wrong.
Get him!
I told you got it wrong.
Don't hurt me, please!
Coming up from the bottom
I
like that.
swear to you,
Would hurt
you
so
and
bad.
that whole
Oof.
thing, I made it all up. Spare me, please.
What an asshole.
Yes,
Right.
I saw one of the corpses.
Really?
It was one of the strangest things I've ever seen. There wasn't a single sword cut on him, but when he died, there was a lot of blood. It was oozing out of his eyes and his ears and every other orifice in his body, if you know what I mean.
So then how do you think
I
he
do.
was killed?
I
No
do.
idea.
What's the big idea?
Hey, take it easy. There's no need to shout. I'm sure this nice gentleman didn't bump into me on purpose. And I'm certain my friends would be willing to overlook this unfortunate little incident if you'd offer them a token of apology.
Well, don't just
Oh, there he is.
That's him.
You don't want to end up as bird food, do ya?
I have no interest in the likes of you.
Oh my god, he's fucking...
I don't want to soil my hands with weaklings.
Bastard. Who the hell do you think you are?
Oh my god. It's on fucking stomach.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
That guy's a monster!
Oh. Perfect, just the guy you're looking for.
That should be enough for today, I think. While you finish up, I'll go get dinner ready.
Sick, actually.
Oh.
That's a lively piece of firewood. I think this might make excellent kindling for today's bath.
He's a fucking sleeper.
Yeah.
What'll it be?
Sake.
That's not gonna buy you very much. Ah, but what the hell? Maybe that's for the best.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Do you mean to say you haven't heard? Things have been pretty dangerous.
Oh, that's
around
him.
here
Yeah, yeah,
lately.
yeah.
That street killer?
Yeah, business has been lousy because of him.
Give me another.
Sorry, mister, but I'm afraid that's all 10 mon will buy you.
Excuse me. Have some of mine. I insist. The true joy of sake comes only when one is slightly tipsy. But I've had a little too much to drink tonight. Go ahead.
I'm a little fucked up tonight. Oh.
My apologies. I guess I really have had too much to drink.
Oh my god. Mugen.
So you heard about this guy?
Who do you mean?
The street killer.
Not really. I'm afraid I've been out of touch with public affairs.
From everything I've heard, he only goes after tough guys. Why do you suppose he does that?
I really haven't the faintest idea. It reminds me of a story I once heard long ago on the continent.
There was a man who is an expert mountaineer. This man had climbed an incredibly tall mountain, but no one had ever heard of or seen this mountain, so they couldn't comprehend the magnitude of this accomplishment. Reluctantly, the man continued to climb mountains that were said to be even taller. Day after day he climbed, all in order to make the people recognize his greatness. In the end, the man stopped trying to convince them, made the mountains his home, and became a demon. The story ends there.
So, what's the point?
Forgive me. I suppose there was no point to the story, but now we go our separate ways.
That street killer's out there, so be careful.
Thanks,
The point is to not live...
You're him, right?
to not feel like you have to keep proving yourself to other people.
Yeah, exactly. There is no point.
What kind of fighting stance is that?
Mugen, you better watch out.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Impressive. You were able to dodge that.
Okay, he's in trouble.
There he is! It's the killer!
On the night of the next full moon, we'll meet here again.
He's like, I just want to take you in to fucking get money. Oh.
Yeah, he got Jafar looking ass tapped in.
What a beautiful moon.
Why does he have to be in there?
Watching it from here, it's so relaxing.
Oh, there you are. I was wondering. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's all right, miss.
I've been doing some thinking about that street killer. The people here say that
Like, why is he in there with them?
everywhere, even though there wasn't a single cut on them. Jean, you think this might be too dangerous?
Maybe he trained with that guy or something. Like,
My apologies, but the speed of your movements leads me to believe that you're no ordinary priest.
Not ordinary? Then what kind of priest is he?
Hey.
Buff as hell.
You're jacked.
It's you. When did you get back?
Hey, your hand's bleeding.
How did you get cut up like this?
It's just a scratch.
It's worse than scratches.
You ran into the street killer, didn't you?
Yeah.
She's like traveling with a cat and dog.
Using some kind of
She
weird
is.
sword. I don't know. It was like a real strong wind shot out of it or something.
Mugen is definitely the dog.
Of course. The wind.
Unless I'm wrong, the street killer is most likely a man called Shorty-You.
You know who this guy is?
Shorty-You was a student of mine years ago.
Told you. Called it.
That bath looks fucking toasty, though. I want to be in that
Is
shit.
it a bath or is it?
Yeah, it is.
I know you may not believe it to look at me now, but I was a warrior in charge of my own dojo.
I believe it. You're
Shorty,
jacked.
whose
I
name
believe
was
you.
Ukon, was a dedicated student at my dojo, and I was his teacher. He was a man of considerable skill, and he was totally devoted. Each day, he put his heart and soul into studying the martial arts. Eventually, Ukon was sent on a sea voyage on the orders of this domain's lord. It was believed that the ship had gone down and that there were no survivors. But Ukon escaped death and miraculously washed ashore on the continent. In that land, he encountered a mysterious martial art.
Interesting.
Whoever could have guessed just how great an impact that would have on him.
So he learned how to airbend.
And then, a full 10 years after the shipwreck and Ukon's disappearance, he returned to this land. However, he had changed so completely that he almost seemed a different person.
In learning the martial arts of the continent, I've come to realize how weak and empty the disciplines I'd previously studied are. There is a technique called hake. It allows you to defeat an opponent, not with strength, but with the power of your inner chi. I mastered this technique. So tell me, what is the condition of the warriors of this country? I wish to teach the ways of the true martial arts to the samurai who have grown indolent and weak.
Ukon, what are you saying?
I have given up that name. I now go by the name of Shoryu.
Enough! I give up! Hey, wait! Stop! What are you doing?
What's going on here?
Oh my god.
He's dead! How could you do this? What kind of a man kills during a training round?
You would attack a man who thinks he's training, and when you have him completely defenseless, you kill him? What do you think the martial arts are for?
Once mastered, the martial arts are a tool for killing. In other words, they have but one purpose, which is to take the life of your opponent.
You're hereby expelled from this dojo.
If his ideals were a little different.
He just wants to kill people?
Yeah, I mean, he could really be on to something.
Why you're being expelled is reason enough.
It's ridiculous.
You really believe that you can throw me out? You can't be serious!
He just he just became like really evil.
Scared of being
Yeah, I
beaten
know.
by me, is that it? You want to get rid of me because you're afraid of me now. You're nothing but a coward!
Whoa.
Okay.
After Shoryu left my dojo, he
It's like
wandered
dark
from
magic.
domain to domain, trying to be accepted into service. But I heard that no matter where he went, he was always treated as a heretic, and no domain would
Because
take
he was
him in.
fucking
He began to hate this world, which
fucking
wouldn't
killing
accept him or
people.
give him recognition. So he went from dojo to dojo, defeating the master of each.
Okay.
That's what brought me here, to serve penance for my inability to save the soul of my disciple, which had become utterly corrupted with darkness. I left the dojo and became the priest you see before you now. I mustn't allow Shoryu to commit any more sin, but I don't know if anyone can stop him.
Sounds good to me. I think I'm really gonna enjoy taking on someone like that.
Well, we'll see how you do it because I don't know. It seems like he unlocked something, tapped into something otherworldly,
Hake.
ancient, Hake.
This chi.
And I haven't seen nothing like that from you, Mugen. So
Jeez, what in the heck's going on with you? Why the sudden change of heart? I don't get it.
It's training.
okay, a training arc. We love to see it. She would fucking break your ankle.
I
dude.
know. Whoa.
That was a fucking tanuki.
Weird.
Fucking chopping
Never seen
rocks
Mugen
now.
like this before.
It's because this is one opponent he isn't sure he can defeat.
He's excited for a challenge.
Or he's scared.
Meditate under a waterfall. Screw that.
He's like,
Shoryu
you have to
doesn't
do
use a
it.
sword to kill. He uses his chi. In this country, the technique
Is
is
he gonna
called
learn?
the armor piercer, and once mastered it, can destroy the body's internal organs without scratching the victim's skin.
Maybe that's true, but it can't hurt you if it don't hit you, right?
Okay, he's not gonna learn.
Look at that moon. It's so big tonight.
I'm heading out for a bit.
You haven't forgotten your promise, have you?
Huh?
The samurai who smells of sunflowers, remember? Don't forget, you said you'd help me find him.
I won't forget.
Can't do that if you're
One
dead,
other
though.
thing. I shall be the one who gets to slay you.
What, are you my wife or something? I get it, okay?
I knew you would come. You have no idea how happy this makes me. Ever since I returned from the continent, everyone has feared me. Not one of them was intelligent enough to recognize my strength, in spite of the fact that my skills were far superior. Even the ones who they call masters. That is why I decided to teach them a lesson, and I showed them exactly who is the strongest.
Why don't we just get this started? I don't need another pointless story.
Fine, whatever you say.
Yeah. It's like vibrating. What the
Exceeded
fuck?
my expectations.
And he's doing this without chi. You know, Mugen is like holding his ground without chi.
Why is it that you wish to fight me? Are you doing it because I have a bounty on my head?
Bounty? Yeah, right. I could care less. This is for me.
A bounty.
I'm having the time of my life right now.
I feel the same way. However, all good things must come to an end.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
It can't be.
Oh, he did it. Did he do it?
Yeah.
Now you're mine.
That's just crazy.
Oh, he tricked him.
Oh!
I think he had like fake blood, maybe.
Whoa, Mugen.
Let's see. Oh, gone. What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
That's it. Again, it was a fun episode. It was cool to see Mugen have to face someone who was challenging to him. I would have liked him to learn how to harness the chi, and maybe he did.
Maybe he did.
Maybe that's what that was at the end.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Like
because his eyes were also like fucked. The guy, the killer.
Yeah. Like he couldn't believe it.
No, like they were slashed.
Oh, right.
Or like they were like the blood
right.
was pouring out or whatever. Because it starts with the palms or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the eyes and the ears and stuff. But I thought he was just faking like getting hit so that he would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna come get you." That's what I thought.
And so when you said that, I was like, "Oh, maybe he is doing that." But I think he subconsciously or consciously learned how to do what the swordsman the other swordsman was doing the whole time, which is interesting. That there exists this kind of power, I guess.
Right. Yeah. You can just like hurt people without cutting them.
I do believe, because chi is something that exists, and people believe in energy, really. And you hear stories of monks doing crazy shit, and I do believe the mind is fucking wild, and that you can accomplish a lot more than I think you
give yourself credit for. You put like limiters on yourself.
Yeah. So when you hear some of these crazy stories, like I do think that there is some truth to it. I think that there maybe is some exaggeration to it at the same time. But I like to believe in the exaggeration because that's just more fun. But yeah, so it's cool that this is a potential little like upgrade, power up for Mugen. I really don't know how important it's going to be going forward. I really don't know. I mean, he got stronger maybe, and now when they have to face people as they get closer to the man that smells like sunflower, he'll be able to handle himself more. But he was already on pretty equal footing with Jean, whatever. So it's now, I mean, because it seems like he could fucking take Jean out if he really wanted to. After that shit, he took the fucking Chi Master out. He took the Airbender, the Wind Rider.
I mean, it could. It did seem like that was what happened, but it could also be like he faked it. I'm not really sure. I want to say that he did do that, but that would be, he'd be super OP now.
Yeah. The one thing I'll say that I wasn't a huge fan of was the character, like the backstory of that character. Like, I mean, him and his abilities were really cool.
It's just like he learned abilities and he wasn't using them for the good. He was using them for the evil.
Yeah, and the story about the man climbing the mountain was that it is an impressive feat to climb a mountain. Like it takes incredible strength, and you are inherently stronger than the people you're trying to impress. And so it's equally frustrating that they're never impressed, right? Like that's kind of the story that he was telling. So at some point, the guy just stops trying to impress them and just lives in the mountains. But he didn't climb. But this guy climbed back down the mountain and started fucking killing people.
He was like, well, I'm banned from the dojo. It's like, yeah, you just keep killing people. Like, you could stay if you don't kill people when you're training. Like, you're not in an actual fight. Like, he just thought like, oh, I have this power. Like, I'm meant to use it anytime I'm in like combat at all. And it's like, bro, that's just not how it works in the dojo. Like, take it out on the streets, in which he did. But,
I think the idea was that he just became so powerful that everybody else was like kind of like a joke to him, and so he just fucking. That's what made him want to kill them, because they were just easy to kill, I guess. It was like kind of like cliche villain shit. And that's the thing we talk about when it comes to two-parters. It's like, I'm glad this wasn't a two-parter, but at the same time, it had to move so fast that we did get all of his backstory kind of thrown at us. And it was just, again, you know what? It's just, there are things, because the last episode was fun. And I'll say more fun than this episode. Like, this episode had a lot of cool things about it. But again, I feel the same way I felt during the last episode that we sort of like had our, own critiques about, which was just that, like, it feels very like the idea feels very surface level. There's nothing really below it. It's like, oh yeah, there's this like tormented badass who like, went to go train somewhere.
Right. I mean, that is what it is though. Like,
yeah, but I guess you know what it is, and I think it's because when you hear that this comes from the creator of Bebop, like Bebop had like badass moments, and Bebop did things like.
But it was so different.
But Bebop, there was something always underneath everything. It had layers. It was fucking deep. Those layers went deep, and I just feel like oftentimes, Samurai chooses not to do that, and that's not the show that it is. That's not the story that it is, for sure. I 100% get that.
And sometimes there are episodes that are like deeper, and again, like you said, like I mean, the whole mission statement of this episode is like the mountain story.
Yeah,
like that kind of like encapsulates like the whole theme of this episode. It's like how you choose to use your power, like to protect people or to hurt people.
But again, that like lesson, that theme, that message, right?
It could have been expanded upon, but it's like just Mugen fighting this guy.
Yeah, and how Mugen chooses to use his power. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but
And Mugen actually, for once, putting in the work is also important. We see Mugen thrash around. We see him kind of like haphazardly do everything. Like he spent days training. Like he spent days trying to like learn the technique. And I think he did accomplish that maybe just by fighting him. He learned how to emulate him and to do it because the monk didn't do it. So I don't know. Or maybe the monk's beads, the priest's beads had something to do with it because they broke the minute he died. Like, I don't know. There's some connection. There's some
literal connection.
There's some chi
going
on.
There's some chi. We are all connected. We all came from
chi.
Yeah, we
all latched onto the chi-chis.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll say for me personally, like I think, and I said this before, but so far this show is at its best to Josh, in my opinion, when it is like in its comedy bag, in its like absurdity bag, in the bag of like blending samurai, streetwear, hip hop, like being this like sort of like mishmash of genre. That's and style and aesthetic. Like that's when it's at its best. Like sometimes when it tries to do things like this, and because I can't help but compare it to Bebop because I hear Spike and it's by
but you can't.
I know, but
you can't because it's doing it a disservice.
For sure.
I think like
For
you
sure.
can't compare them at all. Like, and you do have the stylistic choices.
No, that's what I'm saying. That exists throughout.
Yeah, that's a thing. And it is just like that's the type of flavor this show has. Like it's not layer upon layer upon layer. Like you can dissect it and you can find the message of each episode, but I don't think it's meant to be like really, really like taken down.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. And I guess I just also don't really feel like, and I'm not just comparing this to Bebop, but to other things, like even the dynamic like between the group, I don't feel like has been like
well, they kind of are doing their own things
they really
for the most part. I thought it was going to be more like them as a unit doing things. There are some episodes like that, but they really do just feel like three people just traveling together coincidentally. Like she keeps saying like, oh, you don't forget, like we're doing this thing, like don't forget we're doing this thing.
You telling Mugen, you telling me? Damn, because I forgot.
And I would like to see more of them come together as a group, and I know that may be like too much to ask for because they are all so different, and I'm not sure how they could all like, I don't know, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I just I am enjoying this show, and I have episodes that I gravitate more towards for sure, that I just like enjoy more. But I would like to, because I thought the last episode again with the Pompadour guy is a great example. Like that's I don't need this every single episode, but I thought that was so good too because it was funny. And it gave us a little tease of Jin's backstory. And I know every episode can't be that. And it's sort of episodic and it's standalone adventure sort of format. But like, I really want, and because that was the thing too, was like in part one, now we're into part two. What's the difference? There ain't no difference between the two part one and part two. So I hope, not that like the show's going to all of a sudden become a completely different show.
No, but our hope is that they focus more on like the actual Sunflower Samurai journey than just like the last episode. They find him.
Right. The last two, it's like the finale,
or just the last one.
Right.
But it is what it is. I mean, this is their journey of doing that. So I mean, I've kind of gotten used to the format by now. And I kind of know what the show is.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really, not, I want to say bother me, but it is just like, this is what the show is.
Okay.
You know?
And that's fair.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. That's fair. No, I just, I'm just, I'm expressing my opinion. And
That's never said that was bad. Never.
I'm sorry.
The way you said it, I'm not telling you to apologize.
No, you're right, Megan. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Please don't be mad.
I want to fucking cheat you right now.
Oh, shoot. You're going to cheat me right now. All right. Well, that's going to do it for our reaction and discussion of these 2 episodes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, for clicking on this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Tell us what we're missing. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, just like, do you agree that Samurai's best when it's in that pocket? Do you think that, do these episodes like really stand out to you? Do you really enjoy when it does something more like this? How do you feel? We're all different. We all have different sorts of preferences. But we'd love to know your thoughts and your feelings. Subscribe, please, if you're not subscribed yet. It matters. It helps. Liking helps. And if you'd like to see the full uncut version of these reactions and all our previous reactions, patreon.com/VolumOnePod, or click join somewhere next to the subscribe button on this video. You can even try out our Patreon for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you, if you like it, to see what it's all about. And just try it out.
There's also a bunch of shows on there that we've reacted to. We've reacted to Code Geass, Cowboy Bebop, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Gurren Lagann. Like, we have a lot of catalogs. We got a lot of shows. So if you become a member, you can go through all of those together with us. And we usually do cosplay at the end of every one. So check it out.
That was good. I was trying to get you to keep going, but
you're like miming. I don't know.
You ignored it in a very professional way and didn't even get thrown off by it. And that was impressive.
Well, yeah. Because I'm professional like that. You get thrown off pretty easily.
I do.
If I interrupt you or anything like that, but
you do. I mean, I do. And speaking actually of Patreon and YouTube members, almost got thrown off there. I'd like to take a moment to shout out and thank members of our V1P tier. So thank you to all, but a very special thank you to
Jonathan R., Quattro, Pablo Lucchini,
Wombo, and David Ramirez. Thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts.
Love you.
And thank you to everyone, no matter how you show your support. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that's always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is
Channel Your Chi-Chis.
Channel Your Chi-Chis. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And until next time, channel your Chi-Chis. Channel them.
Channel your Chi-Chis.
Intro, the outro.
Shut up, I'm saying, bitch.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, your Chi-Chis are too big right now. I mean, your Chi-Chi is too big right now.